Hi there, Maggie here again. Here with the latest episode of Thoughts from a Changing Mind. You'll recall last episode I was having very much what I called a banner day after getting my name legally changed and saying how important those days are and that they will all come. Since then, unfortunately, there's been a couple of things which have rather dampened that a little. One is that I went immediately and got my driving license changed to my correct name, and I got all my bank accounts changed, and that's all wonderful. And the next thing that was important was to go to the Social Security office and get my name changed there, so that would affect all my legal, my health records and all that kind of thing. Went there only to be told, well, no, they can't do it for me because I'd have to get my green card changed first before I can change my Social Security record. And the problem with that is that the green cards take between 1 and 2 years wait time to get anything changed, and it's a significant cost. That means that I'm now in a strange situation where my legal name is Maggie. They might ask, okay, what's your legal name? And I can tell them it's Maggie, but the name that's on my Social Security records and all my health records is still my old dead name. So I'm still having to explain everything. I'm still having to do all the asterisk bit, as it were, as I mentioned last time, with regard to that. So just when I thought, great, I've solved that one, conquered that one, no, that's still to be done. But anyway, I'll figure all that out in time and it'll all be fine. And I've got the consolation, as to say, that legally I'm now Maggie, so that's good. The other thing I thought I'd do since then is another thing that was just becoming frustrating. I thought, well, maybe I've got to do this. And I mentioned this actually in my last video, is that I open my mouth and this voice comes out, which is still very masculine. I try and change things a little to make it a little bit more feminine, but it's still clearly masculine. And I thought, maybe I should do something about this. And I found a very useful place where I can get some training to actually try and change my voice, and went to an introductory session, and they explained how you can change the sound of your voice, and I could hear the changes in my ears. But what was strange was that I then was confronted by my mental voice, the voice I've grown up with, the voice I hear inside my skull. And I found it really difficult to overcome that mental voice. Even though I could hear a change outwardly, my mind was saying, but it's no different. It's still too deep, still too masculine. And I know that I've talked in the past about having the importance of mirror time, and you have this mental image of yourself, and sometimes if you don't get the chance to get in front of a mirror often enough, then your mental image may be significantly different and significantly more depressing for you than what you're actually displaying. So I was quite shocked to come across the same thing when it comes to my voice. And I'm very lucky in that in every respect, pretty much, I've never had any sort of dysphoria. And I've just been saying, well, this is now me, and I'm confidently going ahead and getting things done step by step. And I've never really had any dysphoria. But this struggle I seem to be having with accepting any change I make to my voice and then altering my mental picture of my voice, it strikes me as maybe that's almost dysphoric, in that I have my voice, I've got used to the way I sound, and that I find it very difficult to accept that I'm making progress on changing it. I think it's true that most people, whenever they have a perception of how their voice sounds, but then when they hear themselves played back from a recording of some sort, they can find that very disturbing because it's not what they're used to. And it may be sort of linked to all that, in that I find it really difficult to make any amendments to my mental perception of my voice. The other thing is that for whatever reason, I'm finding I'm very self-conscious about making changes to my voice and doing the practice necessary to try and adjust my voice. And it's almost like, whereas before I had the desire to change to who I am now almost instantaneously, and I just went ahead and did it, that with my voice, it's almost like I'm in the closet with my new voice, or where I want my voice to go, and that I'm almost more comfortable with using my older voice because I don't want to show up the interim period where it might be part masculine, part feminine. And it's almost like, as I say, that I'm going to have more difficulty coming out of the closet with my voice than I did with my appearance. And this came as quite a surprise to me. And I don't know if other people have the same problems or not, but part of doing these videos is to just tell you what I'm thinking, so that if other people are thinking the same thing, you can say, I'm not alone with this. I'm not, other people struggle with this too. Being self-conscious about it, and at the moment my time pretty much is not my own, it's really difficult to set aside times for when I can dedicate the time necessary to do the practice. And it doesn't need to be a lot, it only needs to be a minute or two at various points throughout the day. But I'm finding it difficult, even though I have the desire to want to change my voice, I'm finding it difficult to relax enough and devote the time to doing it, and then as I'm doing it, accepting the changes that are being made. And that's going to be an interesting struggle going forward. So, hopefully as these videos continue, and if I can apply myself to changing my voice, then hopefully you will share in that and you'll see a difference in my voice. But it's interesting, whereas everything had gone up to this point relatively smoothly, with no real dysphoria or anything else, that this question of changing my voice has created so many unsuspected issues and problems and barriers. And again, all I can think of doing on this is to try and accept help from people, try and accept support and encouragement from people, and try and double down on this and be strict myself and do it. So watch this space, we'll see how well I do, but I thought I just wanted to share that with you anyway. Now in the meantime, please try and stay safe. It's not a very stable time at the moment. It's really a difficult time for all of us, and particularly people like myself. So try and stay safe, take comfort and support from allies, keep happy, keep believing in yourself. Hopefully you'll find these videos helpful. If so, leave thumbs up, comments, I love comments, just so I know that people are out there listening to this and watching this. Subscribe, follow if you like this, and we'll do this again soon. But in the meantime, as I say, take care and big hugs from me. Bye for now.